Hi, this is Mark the Happy Farmer. Just wanted to introduce you to my new tool around the farm. It's an MGS5 EV. That's right, it's an electric car on the farm. It's also basically a giant battery on wheels. So what we're going to use it for around the farm is as a mobile generator. Today I've brought down an angle grinder to do some cutting, and I've brought along a kettle to plug in to test out the vehicle to load functionality of our EV. I've got the rubber mats in the back here that we need around the farm to protect from all the dirt and a bit of moisture. And as you can see, I've got it in a low position underneath here. And under this one, we have our vehicle to load adapter, a short power cord, I'll tell you why in a minute, and an extra puncher kit separate to the one that's provided by MG with the S5 EV. So I got these floor mats, rubber mats, and the vehicle to load adapter from mgtitan.com. They seem to be good quality and everything's working well so far. So what we're going to do is plug the vehicle to load adapter into the charging port of the MG. We've got some lights, should be locked in. We will plug in our short power cable. As you can see, it's an international plug there. You can plug your power cable in prior to plugging the vehicle to load adapter into the car. It shouldn't be live yet because you have to enable the vehicle to load functionality inside the car on the info screen. So we've got our angle grinder plugged in. The lights are blue. We test the grinder. Will it go? No, it will not. Nice and safe. Okay, so we've got to get into the car, and on the info screen, turn on the vehicle to load adapter. So back in the car, you can see on the screen it's asking us to change the vehicle to load, and then we'll tell it to start discharging. And we have the discharge limit set to 50%, and it did come up and tell us that the vehicle to load adapter was locked in. So need to stop discharging when we're finished. That's what it displays on the screen, a little camping picture. Okay, we'll go back out and we'll check out the grinder. So back outside today, I've got plugged into the vehicle to load from the car a little meter that shows us how many volts the car is putting out, and it's interesting to see that it's saying it's 184 volts. What we're also interested in today is the wattage. So I'm going to push this function button that tells us how many amps is being drawn, how much load. This is going to tell us how much is being drawn in watts. So again, you can see there's a little red light flashing on the vehicle to load now. Blue tells us there's 75% or so left of the battery. Okay, I'm going to turn on the grinder. I'll be careful and use both hands on the grinder. It's pretty dangerous. Okay, there you go. That test worked perfectly. I won't cut any concrete right now with this grinder, which I've got set up with a concrete cutting blade, because it's a messy, dirty job. But I did bring along a kettle, as that's something people might want to use when there's a power outage to boil some water. And kettles use a large amount of power. Probably around 1800 watts of power. So it'll be good to test out how this vehicle to load adapter handles boiling some water. I'm only going to put a couple of cups in the kettle and just give it a quick test today, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, we've got the kettle set up and plugged in to our vehicle to load adapter. We'll turn him on now and see how much power it uses. As I said, kettles tend to be a very high draw item because of their resistive load. So that's using 970 watts, which is almost 1,000 watts. So you'd say 1 kilowatt, just rounding it up a little bit. We'll see what the voltage is doing while it's under load. It's still saying 184 volts, which is quite low for Australian devices. But devices in America operate on 110 volts. So, as you can see, our Aussie kettle seems to be handling it. It may just be that this device is reading the voltage wrong. I doubt it. It's pretty handy. I've been using it for years. Be interested to see what other people get with their vehicle to load adapter. Again, this vehicle to load adapter came from mgtitan, along with the rubber mats. I really recommend this gear around the farm. I'm looking forward to using the vehicle to load adapter to run a welder, to do some welding in more remote areas on our farm. And that will be a real test of how much load the car can put out, because welders are very high power devices. Well, there you go. The kettle has boiled. As I said, only a couple of cups, but it didn't take long at all. Now I have to go back into the car and turn off the vehicle to load adapter in there. So back in the car, we press stop discharging. That changes to unlocked. We can now remove the vehicle to load adapter from the car. Awesome. Well, I hope you like that test today, and we'll see what we can do with making a test for the welder. As I said, the mats in the car, the rubber mats, which are doing their job awesome. As you can see, it's dirty on the farm. Maybe a little bit slippery when damp, but not too bad. Probably if you're wearing different shoes, they wouldn't be as slippery. Just watch that when you've got rubber mats. Yeah, great gear from mgtitan. And check out the comments where I'll leave a discount code that will get you 5% off all products that you purchase in one order. So use that code before it stops working. Cheers.